Today's show, great show ahead. We've got Anna Greves and we've got Jarad Smith, both from the community called Greenspring Village. And for those of you who may not be familiar, you're going to want to stay with us today. Buckle your seatbelts because this is a place to retire in Springfield, Virginia that is like no other. Really special. Feels like you are in Europe right here in Springfield, folks, when you live at Greenspring Village. That and much more coming right back at you on the Eric Stewart Show here on 630 WMAL. Coming up in a moment, I do want to talk for a few minutes about how to make a move into your one-level living dwelling. You know, we call it right-sizing your home. And today we'll be talking about how to right-size your home. We're also going to talk about a specific community called Greenspring Village and how that opportunity is so desired that they're at 99% occupancy in spite of the market. Back in just a moment here on the Eric Stewart Show on 630 WMAL. You know, as we talk about living our lives and trying to live a healthy life, I've talked about right-sizing and how do we right-size our lives. We have 7 areas of basic wellness, including the social. If we're living a socially healthy life physically, are we living in our homes well? Or is it time for us to consider making a move? Right-sizing into something smaller, one-level living. Well, I've asked my friends Anna Greves and Jarad Smith, who are both from the Greenspring Village community in Springfield, Virginia. I was able to go down a couple of months ago, take a tour of their community. I was shocked. I'd heard of it from my mother and father. They had told me their friends had several, 4 or 5 different groups of friends had moved into this community and loved it. And, you know, I've seen many continuing care retirement communities, apartment locations, and otherwise around the whole metropolitan area. I really was surprised. Greenspring Village is an amazing place. The stylistic and the design of this particular development, and there are 2,000 people that live here. It's set up in the woods, up on the top of a hill, and it has this very Swiss sort of a feel to it. I don't know how else to describe it except to say there's lots of wood in the construction. It's like post and beam in style, lots of soaring ceilings and open areas, and it feels like a home that you would go to in the mountains, like if you were
a chalet,
kind of like a chalet.
Okay.
And when you walk in and you see the massive fireplace and its open air ceiling, and there's lots of people around milling around and talking, and you kind of think, wow, this is just really classy, really nice presentation. And for the metropolitan area in Springfield, it's really well located as well. To hop on 95, you can be up in Tyson's in about 10 minutes. If you want to head to points east, west, it doesn't really matter. You want to go into the city. There's all kinds of benefits for living in this community. But I was especially impressed by how beautiful it is. So aesthetically, that's what's important to me, because I know whenever I move into a retirement community, and I'm 45 now, so I'll be 105 when I move in.
You're not far off, are you?
Right. I'm gonna go for the view. You know, I mean, I like to look out my window and see pretty pictures and trees and leaves, and this place has got that. So that was
What's the age of the facility?
I think I'm going to ask Anna Greves that question as we transition into our interview. Thank you, Mark. Sure. That's a good question. So welcome, Anna.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Thank you. And Jarad as well.
Hello.
Hey, so how old is Greenspring Village?
We just had our 10th anniversary in 2009.
So, Mark, it's 10 years old.
Yeah,
okay,
we're going to. We're 11. Yes, yeah, it is.
Okay. So 10 years ago, you all developed this piece of property. Mm-hmm. How was this property selected?
Jarad, maybe you know that better than me.
Well, that was before my time as well. I've been with Greenspring now for 5 years, but like you were saying, Eric, it is a beautiful location. It used to be a mushroom farm. It was a hunter's farm, and it was purchased by Erickson Retirement Communities, which was started a little over 25 years ago. They're based up in Catonsville, Maryland. And to your point, it is a great location for the D.C. metro area. We're smack dab in the middle of such a huge population of people over the age of 62, and that's who we cater to. And so Greenspring has been extremely successful, and even through this economic downturn, we've been so pleased with the support that we get and the demand that we have for our community.
Well, you were saying before we started our interview that you're at 99% occupancy. And why is it that you think that that's the case?
Well, I can think of it that it is so much the people who live there and the word of mouth that we have, and people do want to be a part of this community. I can also think through this through the economy, the addition of having a personal moving consultant like Anna Greves and the services that she offers to the people moving in.
All right, well, let me translate what you're saying to the listener, okay? This is a brochure that I'm looking at, and it's called Everything You Need to Make the Best Move in Retirement. In this is a very simple but well put together, laid out description of how they'll help you when you move to Greenspring. They will assist you in finding great local real estate professionals. They'll assist you with decorating help for your home and for where you're moving into. Is that correct?
Correct.
The Move on Us is an
added dimension to the program where we pay some of the costs for the future residents for the moving expenses.
So they'll actually help you in the move-in process. Excellent. Financial advice from a financial advisor?
Yes, sir, indeed, of course.
Okay. Downsizing assistance?
Yes.
And that's right-sizing assistance on my radio
Just
show.
what you do. Exactly, exactly.
So space planning, and that's, where they'll literally come to the house, take a look at the furniture that you have, and lay out for you and assist you in this. And you can do it yourself. You can go to the store and buy the book and buy the space and lay out the little figurines and so on. But when you have professionals who do it, why not? And they'll sit down with you and space plan. And then referrals to movers and to packing companies.
Packing and movers, correct, yes.
So, and you'll provide all kinds of connections to the resources that people need. So, and when we talk about right sizing on the show, we talk about the 7 areas of wellness and how do I evaluate how to make a good move in my life. And for some of you, it means staying right where you're at. It means that you stay in your home because you're comfortable there and you have the access to the people and you're healthy in every area of your life. But for others, it's time to right size. So as you put your flag up the pole, the white flag, the one that says I surrender, and you say, okay, it's time, I need to make a change because I want to live a healthier life. You want to look around and see what options there are. So at Greenspring Village, they're providing you a lot of the things that I talk about in my right sizing package. I like the fact that you've come up with this system to serve the buying, and I say buying public, but This is a difference too with Greenspring Village. People don't actually purchase ownership.
Correct.
What they're buying is a lifestyle.
A lifestyle and right to occupy. And they have a 100% refundable deposit that it is paid back to the residents when they move and or to the estate if they so choose.
I want to talk about that because when we get back from our next break, and folks, when we talk about refundable deposits for continuing care retirement communities, a unique bent on this coming right at you in just a moment on the Eric Stewart Show here on 630 WMAL.